We have this 2015 Equinox here that comes for a P0191 and P0172, meaning the vehicle is going to reach, and meaning the vehicle is getting extra fuel going into the cylinders. I'm going to show you how to diagnose this part, what's going on. So what you do is, the reason why the vehicle is going to reach, you're going to check your oil level, right? And you smell it. Right now I can smell gasoline, literally. It smells like gasoline right now, and your oil level will be a little bit higher than usual. And the other telltale sign is you check your fuel trim, and the problem is the fuel pump itself, the high pressure fuel pump. It's located right there, so we're gonna replace it. It is a common issue on those vehicles, that generation Equinox, so we're gonna replace it. So before we do that, we need to depressurize the fuel system. To depressurize the fuel system, you take the fuse box and cover out. So there are two fuses that control the fuel pump. It is this fuse right here, fuse 10, and fuse 52. So you're gonna remove those two fuses here. Okay, one. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the vehicle and let it run out of fuel, okay? Just pay attention. We're gonna start it, let it run. It's going to shut off on its own. There it is. Yep, it shuts off. You're gonna try again. Again. And that's it. Now you depressurize the fuel system, and the high pressure fuel pump is ready to be replaced. Let's go. We have to remove our intake, right? Let's remove this hose here. There is an 8mm here and an 8mm down there. Okay, let's take this one off. Good. Let's loosen that one. Okay, there it is. Now we're gonna put this hose on this side like this, and let's take our oil cap off. Let's take this cover off. There it is. Our oil cap back on. You pop the wet tab off. You're gonna use a flat bit screwdriver, a pick. You position the pick under there like this, right? To push the tab up. You push it up and you pull it at the same time, okay? You pull the wet tab out and you push this down. Good. Now we're gonna use this trim tool here to pop the wiring harness off of this cover. Same thing here too. Now we need to remove those two 10mm bolts here, one here and one at the bottom. You need to remove them so you can remove this cover. This is a cover here. You're gonna use a wrench like this to remove the second bolt. Okay, and by the way, you're gonna use a tool like this too to pop the wiring harness off of the cover. This one, and there is another one here. You need to pop it off. And you're gonna have the harness out of the way when we do that. We got those two bolts off. There is a nut at the bottom. You need to remove this one. Alright, you look at it, it's holding the cover in place, so we need to remove it. Here it is. That's the nut. And the cover is ready to come out. You have to work your way around the wiring harness and it will come out. Now we need to take the insulation off. So here is our high pressure fuel pump, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this returner here, okay? Be ready because you're gonna, that's the supply line for the fuel, okay? Let's remove it. Here it is. Remove it. We're gonna remove this 10mm bolt here that hold the pressure, the fuel pressure gauge when you put it in. Use the special tool here instead of the plastic one so you can remove it. You're gonna have fuel come out, put a rag underneath it so it doesn't make a mess, okay? There it is. So the idea is you push this in all the way. I'm gonna put it back in, right? You push it back in while you're forcing the blue tool inwards, right? Just like this to come out, okay? You're pushing in, you hold it. You really need two hands to do this. You're gonna push this in with the other hand and it will come out. All right, I'll put the link in the comment section below for this tool, okay? The next step is I'll put the link in the comment for this tool. You're gonna remove it with the fuel pump as an assembly. So here it is. If you see fuel start leaking out, it's under high pressure, by the way, guys. You're gonna put a rag there, okay, and they do this thing. So we got the bottom one off. So we're gonna remove those two bolts here. It looks like they are 10mm. Yes, they are 10mm. So let's remove them. We're gonna remove them slowly on each side. There you go. I got them loose already. So let's go. Same thing over here. Perfect. The bolt. Let's take our high push if you pump out. It's loose. Here it is. Here is the old one. Here is the new pressure pump right here. And the new line that needs to be replaced. Alright. There is a roller that sits in here that's inside the engine. We need to retrieve it. You can line up like this. It's in there, so we're gonna retrieve it. Here it is. We're going to clean it and put some oil around it so it moves free. It smells like gasoline. We're going to inspect our roller bearing. Okay, and it only goes in one way. You see the notch here, it will line up with the cylinder head, okay, when you put it in, when it goes in one way. Good. So we're gonna use this special tool here to make sure that the camshaft is a base circle before you install the new fuel pump and the roller bearing, okay? So the idea is we're going to insert this in there. If it's fully seated, you will see this flush with the head, okay? You're gonna see the camshaft is not a base circle, so we're gonna have to spin it a few times until this goes fully in. I'm gonna try for a Silverado. Silverado requires the same procedure to install a new fuel pump. So what you want the camshaft to be a base circle, okay? A base circle means that it's at the bottom here. That's the top. That's base circle, the round part of the camshaft. You want this to be when this is flush, it gives a cylinder head, meaning the camshaft is at that position like that, okay? You don't want it at that in this vehicle when I'm gonna have to spin it on. Probably the camshaft is in that position and it's pushed out a little bit. You want this to be a base circle. We're gonna have to spin the crankshaft a little bit until we get it where we want it to be. Okay, we want the crankshaft to show that part here. What we're gonna do is put the vehicle up in the air so we can turn the crankshaft a little bit. Alright. We're gonna put it back in like this. And I'm gonna have somebody help me spin the crankshaft until this go in all the way. Alright. So the crankshaft is right there on the passenger side. We're gonna remove this cover here, and I'm gonna have somebody help me position it in the right spot so I can put the new fuel pump in. Okay. So let's take those push pin out to remove that cover. Okay, good. It is the crankshaft bolt. I think that's it. 1 or 90 millimeter. So here is our crankshaft. I'm gonna have somebody turn it. So I got somebody with me right now turning the crankshaft, and I'm gonna make sure that this go in when it's at the right spot. Okay. Alright, they go. Keep turning it. Turning it clockwise. Okay. You see it come out. So I push this out. As you can see here, the tool is fully seated against the cylinder head. So now we're gonna remove it and install our roller bearing in the high pressure fuel pump. Let's go. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna put a lot of oil, right? Put this thing in oil so you can put it back in the engine. Alright, this thing isn't, I put some oil on it, and this notch here gonna be lined up with this notch in there. Okay. There it is. You're pushing it all the way. Right, good. And we're gonna put our new pump in. Before we do that, we're gonna tie our bolt in first. Right. Good. And we're gonna tie the lower part too before the fuel pump is fully seated inside the cylinder head. As you can see, I got the bolts in, right? I got the bolts on, the fuel lines in. You don't have to be tight yet. We have to tie our fuel pump first, right? And let's drive the bolts in first, and we're gonna tie them simultaneously at the same time. We're gonna do a back and forth motion until the fuel pump is fully seated. We're gonna do this here. We're gonna go back and forth until it's fully seated. Same thing on this side. A 1/4 inch ratchet is best for this job. You don't want to over tighten anything on this thing if you don't have a top wrench. Here it is. Good.
Well, you're supposed to be blowing fumes, and you're probably blowing
good.
Pressure.
Good. Perfect, guys. Now we're gonna tie our fuel lines. We're gonna do the same thing with the fuel line. They want you to touch this, but it's damn near impossible to take this thing down. You're just gonna go until it's tight, so you can, like this. Alright guys, our lines is tight. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put everything back together and start the car. It should be good. Okay, put those bolts back in and put these low pressure lines, and you're gonna hear it click. Good, right? And we're gonna install this cover here like that, this clip. Perfect. We're going to put the fuel line in place, the bracket. Good. And we're gonna put our dampener on top of it. Dampener. It goes in that way. Perfect. Now let's install our bracket on it. It only goes in one way. I got have your nut end at the bottom. Now you're gonna put this 2 bolt on this side here. You're gonna push this in here. Now we're gonna hold on. Now let's put our clamp back on. Perfect. And that's it, guys. And now we're going to plug our high pressure fuel pump connector. Good. And we have to do an oil change, by the way, of this thing. Alright, I changed the oil in the vehicle. So what we're gonna do now is let's put our fuse back in. The standard fuse. Just put it back in. And this one here. And here. Alright. We're going to cycle the keys a couple times. Shut it off. Turn it back on. So we're building pressure with the fuel pump in the tank while we're doing that. And we're gonna crank it. Let's go. There it is. It's running. You're gonna have your check engine lights on, by the way. You're gonna have to clear that. And let's go. Leaking. All good. Vehicle's running very smooth right now. No leaks. Perfect. That's what you want, guys. Let's put our cover back on. Here's the code that we had. So if I remove the fuse and we're ready to clear them. There you go. There you have it, guys. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, guys.